Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm your host, Carrie Dillon. We are joined by Kim Williams, and your company is Huntington Learning Center.
Absolutely.
Y'all handle tutoring, K through 12, SAT, ACT. So how does one find themselves in this job?
In this business. In
this business.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
I find myself in this business because I'm passionate about helping young people academically.
Yeah.
And I think it stems from just my career. I had a wonderful career. I worked at Microsoft for 17 years. I've been a COO. I've run a nonprofit in Atlanta. I moved out. My daughter went to Huntington when she was little. And I always paid attention to Huntington because of the impact it had on my daughter. She wasn't, she was going to watch this. She wasn't the best reader at the time.
Sure.
And so she needed some assistance. And we found Huntington. We were in the Maryland area. And I've just always paid attention because I loved the impact that it had.
Sure.
And me, for myself, it took me 10 years at night to get my undergrad degree because I was one of these, I'm going to take a course here, take a course there. I don't think I'm good enough for this course or that course. And I always said, I'm going to help these young people.
I love it.
And so I'm just so passionate about the impact that we can have on young people academically.
It's wonderful. I'm a special needs learner.
Oh,
I didn't go
awesome.
to, I was a non-traditional student.
That's right.
I didn't go to college until I was 26.
That's right.
And I loved every minute of it.
Absolutely.
Once I finally understood how I learned.
Absolutely.
I barely made it out of high school. It was just one of those things. And so, when you can help kids, it's like the mind, left, right. It's like a combination
That's
lock.
right.
Left, right, left, click. And
That's
what are
right.
those numbers going to
That's
be to
right.
get it open, right?
And it's so interesting. So we like you said, we focus on K through 12. So whether it's elementary school, middle school, high school. And so we work with the parents and they come in and say, I want you to do an assessment on my child. I'm not quite sure where they are, maybe on grade level or whatever. But once we start working with them and they get on grade level and then they come in here and they say, I got all these
They're
B's on my
empowered.
report card. Or their motivation and their confidence just goes up. I'm on
Absolutely.
the principal's honor roll. And it's so exciting. And for the ACT and SAT high school students, to help them improve their grades and get them into their dream colleges, it's my passion.
It's rewarding, right?
Yeah, like I was saying, wonderful career, but now it's about what is the impact? How do we give back?
Absolutely.
How do we help others?
And the fact that you've come from a different field.
Absolutely.
I think that brings so much to the world of education.
Absolutely.
I mean, because you see what's needed, in so many
Absolutely.
ways. So let's talk a little bit about the business and the world of education, because virtual, in person, like what's happening now, kids can be falling through the cracks, their brains can get lazy.
That's right.
So what are you seeing in terms of how's business going?
Yeah, so thank you for asking. Let me
Yeah.
just say I am so excited that my business is open. So we had been open a year, and then here came COVID, right? And so we had to close. And so it was a little bit nerve-wracking. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so committed to this. I love what we're doing. Our
now?
business is rolling.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
Yeah.
So we just had to embrace it. So we started working with the parents and understanding what what their needs were. And so we started doing like checkups, if you would, with the children in terms of academic checkups. Are they on grade level? We know that normally with even the extension of COVID in terms of the kids being out of school, we know that there's a learning loss there.
Oh, completely.
So the gap is getting even wider.
It's totally getting wider.
It is getting wider. But there's a lot of parents out there that are very committed to understanding where their children are, and that's the role that we're playing. We're partnering with them.
And they're also, as a parent, it's like, I ain't going through this again.
That's right.
I need some help.
That's right.
There's no way it could be. I am not the messenger for my child.
Absolutely.
In many ways.
Absolutely.
In some ways I am with certain things, but the mom patrol.
That's
like
right.
we're kind of figuring out what are we going to do with all of this. So having somebody who can be that messenger for our children is just imperative right now.
And the fact that you say that is so interesting because with COVID it was very challenging. Schools closed. Everybody was virtual. It was challenging for the teachers. Wonderful teachers.
We have amazing teachers.
Absolutely.
Buford Academy
Applaud
teachers.
the teachers.
Oh my word.
Yes.
They just unbelievable. It was
teachers,
like military,
parents,
just
students,
into
everything. It was just really challenging.
And this year now what?
And so now what we're doing now, we
Huntington
had to
Learning
embrace
Center.
that. We changed our business model. We had to embrace online. So in addition to our traditional business where we have a center in Bluffton and they come in and we do our business with them.
Zooming.
We're Zooming with them now. So we're Zooming with them now. We're Zooming with parents. So we give parents choice. So we really have three choices now. So
Makes it
we
easier
have
for
online,
parents.
we have in-center, and to your point, we are partnering with parents right now. What are they going to do when their kids go back to school? So we have something called Study Hall that we will help the parents with the virtual learning in our center. Small, intimate setting. settings to honor and embrace the whole COVID requirements that are needed out there, distancing, masks. And so,
your phone's going to be ringing off the
hook. It already is. And so we're back up, we're running, and we're excited.
Kim, it's so good to spend some time with you.
Thank you so very much.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.